So.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Right. Look. Salam alaikum.
والصعب.
صعب. It is in.
صعب.
So repeat that.
Da.
Ra.
Ra.
Sa.
Darasa.
It is not a word yet. What we have now? Root. Just root.
Yeah.
Remember that. It's root. And each letter in Arabic has what indications, like cubic. Later we'll talk about levels of that. Right? So that has so far for you, for this level, one indication. When you see that is what? You look at the direction of something. Right? You look at direction. Now look at the name. Ra is what? Redundant. Redundant.
Yeah.
Sa, to spread. To spread. So repeat that. Now let's connect them. That's what we're going to do next 8 weeks. Connecting letters. We call it letter connections. That they have indications, then we connect them. So we have a word now. Repeat. Darasa.
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 So this is the object. This is the object. Can you look at it, all of you? Yes? Study it. How are you going to study it? Study it. What are you going to do to study this object? How are you going to look at it? Show me how.
Stare.
That one angle, right? I will say now, Arab, we don't do that. What do we have to do? Exactly. See this? Repeat that.
Da.
Ra.
Darasa.
Sa.
Darasa.
Look at this. Da.
Da.
Look at, right?
Ra.
Ra, redundant, sa, spread.
Spread.
Finished? Report to me. Read the word backward now. Sarada. Wow, you told me all the details, like scanning.
Sarada.
Study it, scan it, report it. So repeat darasa,
Darasa.
sarada.
Sarada.
I can create many words now from this root.
And what, I'm sorry, what is the root?
Is to
Words
study.
related to motion?
When you commit enough to study something. Fully. Study it fully.
I like madrasa.
Ah, you add now you put, listen what you did with You have three cubic now inside. You go inside it. Instead, you see, oh, it's okay. Madrasa. You want to stand up in the center and be in charge? Mudarris. You are a teacher now.
Mudaris.
You are in charge of all these applications, right? Right? You know, you take it out, zoom, zoom, zoom. Look at it. The state of that at dirasa too. Studying. The state of that, the core of that is going to be verbal. Verbal now we call it al-masdar.
Master.
And Arabs, even Arabs, they have a problem with it. Because you cannot separate motion and state. They cannot differentiate, which is, thank God, because it's a problem if you do that. As a result, they have no verb to be. Because like 3D TV, instead, look at it. If you put verb to be, we cannot look at what's going on. So repeat, darasa.
Darasa.
Sarada.
Sarada.
Radasa.
Radasa.
Sadara. I
Sarada.
can't create many words, each one of them.
And darasa is a verb?
Now it is a verb. Look, when I remove this, I remove these indications, now I have a word.
Yeah.
But it's a verb.
Now it is a verb in the past tense.
Oh,
The translation is, look at me. He studied. Look how the Arabs, they look at it. He, there's a person here you don't see. We see them. Right? He studied. The Hamza, the Fatha now is what? ED.
E.T.
Past tense. Now repeat. Sarada.
Sarada.
He told me about all the things that he studied. Wow. To report it. And then you want to go to the last heaven for Muslims and believe in it for some reason. Repeat. Sudra. Sudra. Everything that you do is for one direction in redundant motion to reach that now heaven. Repeat. Sadra. Sadra. Sutra is the last heaven that any human being can reach. Yes, because the Muslims believe there is many heavens. So it is a Sudratu al-Muntaha. This is really literally what God they said is there. It's Sudra.
Sudra.
It's Sadra.
Sarra.
Right? So my point is we have the patterns and we have indications, we create words. Understood? We wire them, our brains for some reason is able and capable to wire that immediately. And immediately our brain will tell you, this is the meaning by the way, let's keep moving. Understood? Then you tell me, how do you know that? I don't know. Understood? You're going to see that with your friends later. When you tell them, explain to me, patterns, tell you, we hate it. Don't mention patterns to me, please. Because you freeze their emotion.
What?
Pattern. Pattern is wasn't. They hated Arabs. They don't like you to ask this question. It's like you asking a computer why you think this way. Tell me, don't ask me this question, right? For you, you need to do that. You need to do the reverse because you're not Arabs. What does it mean to see it clearly? You need to play the beats of that. Understood? Right? So what I try to tell you from this 15-20 minutes, one thing. Take each letter seriously. 2, letter connection, they are the essential part. 3, I'll give you another break. For a reason, it's not really break. Problem. So Arabs before Quran, right? They wrote this way. For example, I'm going to write, if you know a little bit Arabic, read them. No. For example, if you need a little bit Arabic, I would say this is really how we used to write before the book of the Quran, the holy book of Muslims, right? This is the way how we used to write. Again, we called it drawing. We did not write it, we called it kitaba. We call it rasm. Rasm is to draw. In a subtle way. Until if I see it, you see it, we can guess the same guess. They're the same, same information, right? So how are we going to read this word without dots? Back then for them, it was very simple because there's 2 words, 3 words, 5 words, whatever. Very easy. Then we have the Quran, we have a problem. Right? And you know the history a little bit, right, of the Quran, otherwise just Google it. Then they added dots. Right? So for thousands of years almost, I would say 3,000, 4,000, we don't have dots. Suddenly we have the Quran, so we need to write it down. They wrote it down without dots at the first time. The first copy of the Quran. And then they start asking, read it. Each tribe starts to read a different than the other tribes. And Arab, they love it, it's good business, you know. They don't want to do that. You just say it here, this is the way I read it. I say, we have a problem, slow down. So Ali decided, Ali, cousin of the Prophet Muhammad, decided to say, bring my mathematician, Abul Aswad Dawli, both of them, one is Persian and Ali figured it out. Say, okay, sound out the word for me. Ba.
Ba.
This is your face, this is your mouth, this. Where is the indication for the dot of your lips? Ba.
Ba. Ba.
And we have this letter. Ta.
Ta.
Where's your tongue?
Ta.
These 2 teeth. Yeah.
Ta. 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 Ta.
Huh? Exactly. This is 2
Ta.
dots.
Ta. Ta.
This is happy face, right? Next one's going to be what?
Ta with the Greek
Really,
letter stayed
your
in.
tongue is spreading, right?
Ta.
Touching most of your teeth.
Ta.
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 Right? They added the dots. Now they have another problem. What's the other problem you think? So they dot the letter, the character. What's the other problem you think is going to be?
But vowels?
Vowels, absolutely. So they went through that layer, understood? So they say this is ba,
Ba.
this is b, this is boo. This is ta, this is t, this is two. This is ta, this is thi, this is two. And you have them all in the handout, right? Don't worry, you're going to repeat them 100 times. But try to give you the idea of when you see all these drills, all these indications, precisely need to add them. Don't feel like it's done, let it go, let me throw the dot, whatever. I say whenever mistake you do in dots, I'm going to read different words. That's a promise. Understood? And you give me the power then to interpret it the way I like it. And good luck to that. Right? So repeat ba,
Ba. Boo.
b,
Be.
boo. So they added then, they discovered also, we have another also indication. We have bin, ben, bun. Oh. Then they discover another indication when it is so silent. Silent. We call it sukoon.
Sukun.
So in Arabic, we have 3 short vowels. Listen to me. We have 3 short vowels for you, just to satisfy your curiosity. But we don't call them short vowels. See, Arabs never call them short vowels. In terms of the few translations. We call them motions or stuff. Motions or stuff. Right? So we call them harakat. Repeat harakat.
Harakat.
See, even harakat has what? It has ra in it. Understood? Even the word harakat, for you it's movement. Right? I wish it is R would be nice. But repeat harakat. Repeat
Harakat. Harakat.
This way a little bit faster, right? Repeat harakat.
Harakat.
Right? Repeat. So repeat sukoon.
Sukun.
Sukoon is silent. And from it, maskan. What is maskan? Maskan? is a house.
House.
It's apartment.
Maskan, house.
It's quiet, and look at the circle. It is what? Secure.
Here.
Right? Speed. Sukoon.
Sukun.
Add space, you blow air, immediately you have space. I mean, the cubic inside it became what? Place to live in.
Place living.
Could be sukoon, maskan.
Maskan.
You see, the meme letter is very powerful also, right? So you have harakat, indications.
Indication.
For case ending, for nouns. Then they have different indications for verbs. And that's going to be a problem. They're like, when have I said easy? Very easy. So let me ask a really specific question now to you. If you break down Arabic language, right, to small parts, so if 30 sentences consist of what, in general? And Arabic and English, French, German, you name it. Consists of what? Words. And letters, what also? Sounds, right?
Sounds.
Verbs, right? Nouns, right?
Yeah.
Adverbs. So Arabic consists of 3 parts. It's very simple. Letters, nouns, verbs. Okay? So write it down. So Arabic language consists of 3 parts, nothing else. Letters, I'll show you where it goes with adjectives. All the adjectives, they are nouns.
There's different endings.
With same ending. I can call my son Jamil and Jamilon. He's pretty. That's my son. And also I can say Bayt Jamil, a pretty house. And so later I'll tell you how we see that.
Interesting.
Alright? So we have letters, nouns, verbs. How many letters do we have in Arabic?
12? 9?
21, 22, talking about Arab countries.
Hey, what
Arabic,
do you mean? Don't copy
right?
anybody.
We're going to count them over there. It's not about intelligence, really, question. They're like, really, we have 28 letters. Right? And then the Hamza is a problem, we don't know. Right? So, there is not that much. Like Urdu, we have more. Pashto, we have more. Farsi, we have more. Arabic, let it go. Next, this order is, we call it dictionary order. So Arabs, we know 2 orders for our alphabets. Dictionary order and the language order. This is for dictionary order. This is not the language order. Remember that. You need to differentiate between it. Later I'll talk about the other one, week number 8. So this is for dictionary, for you to know, if you want to search for a word in Arabic, what is after ba, what is after ba, ta, what is after ba, tha. That is for your dictionary, nothing else. Right? So memorize it for next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole alphabet.
Hmm?
The whole alphabet. Memorize it by next week.